Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood, and today I have a 1 versus 1 that I played yesterday against one of my friends, Danny here. He's in my Mountain Musket, Mountain Blade clan that is. So, yeah, he asked for a game, went ahead and did it. This is on the Gumna field map, and we'll get to that in just a second. But, yeah, yesterday I tried uploading a video, and I hadn't slept in like 2 days, and I was kind of sick. So what ended up happening is for some reason I recorded a video and then I only uploaded the second half of it. Like I only rendered half of the video. Then I uploaded that and then I finally realized it later and I was like, okay. So that would be why people are so confused. And then of course I can't even re-upload it because I deleted all the files without thinking. So yeah, epic fail there. Besides that, I don't even think I still have the replay of it because I cleared all my replays. So this is what you guys get. It looks like I'm going to have to play some more today to get more footage. And I need to try to get more of that co-op campaign. But I'm probably going to, since that's hard to do, the co-op campaign videos, I'm going to probably start a single player one and we'll upload the co-op one as we can. So this is a fairly large battle. I've got almost all Imperial infantry, and I've got one Infanterie de Marine and my United States Marines. And, let's see, Shogunate Guard Cav, two of them, and Imperial Guard Cavalry, Yari Kai way down there. And, that's his, actually. Wow. Are our Mons the same? Oh, wow, that's, that could be problematic. Our Mons are the exact same, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me on this one because I don't know. This is my Yarikai, and then I've got this other Shogunate Guard Cavalry. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward as to whose troops are whose. I'll try to stay on this side of the battlefield so you're not getting mixed up. But he has Armstrong guns, and I do have the better troops. He brought Black Bears, and his Marine unit, which is here, is nowhere near the stats of mine. So I have the infantry advantage, plus I have this one melee unit, the Shugatai. But he has the artillery, and with the accuracy of Armstrong guns, attacking across an open field like this, under artillery fire, even if I do have the range advantage, while I am using that increased range, he is slowly destroying that unit with artillery, sometimes rather quickly. I've had them wiped out extremely quickly. So I'm just going to take up a line in this forest here. And off on the far left, he brought over a Yari Kai, so it's ours fighting. There's his, and he's shooting some artillery into it. I also turned around a unit of Imperial Guard, and we're going to open fire into that big mess over there. So we'll take a look at that. And then I turned them back because I didn't want to kill my own cavalry. That was just in case I lose, but my men actually do run. So there are two units basically negated. Yeah, his line's all Black Bear, then this Infanterie de Marine, he's got a Carbine Cavalry, my Shogunate Guard Cabs over there, he's got two more Yari Kai, I believe, something like that, 2 or 3, I know he's got one here, it's gonna go over there, I don't know exactly, he's got at least 3 more, because I kill one over here, then in the end he has one. So, my units are all hidden, which means he can't fire at them. Plus, if he could fire at them, they're in the trees. I think right now he's just shelling this area, trying to get some hits. But you can see these men are hidden here, and it even says in the little unit card tag. So he can't shoot at any of them. He can shoot at my general because he's always visible. I don't know where I put him. I think I put him farther back, yeah. Make sure of that. Over here, though, I do get a sneak attack charge on his Carbine Cavalry, and that's going to get rid of them. But I'm going to, my cavalry is strong, but he has more cavalry, and, you know, technically my cavalry could beat it, but what I'm going to do is take my cav, and run way out around him with it. And basically you'll see this unit start going over there in a second. After I was chasing because I didn't want these guys coming back, but I saw that they were going to run into range of this unit here, and this is both going to be good and bad for me because my unit fires and the artillery responds now that they are unhidden. But I'm going to take my cavalry and go around the flanks. I want him to see that my Shogunate Guard cavalry is there and shoot at it with his artillery. I want to waste his ammo because once he runs out of ammo with his artillery, the battle's over because I've got the better troops and I've got this 150 range. On this open field I can completely decimate him with that because it ensures I get the first shot, and then once he's getting into range I pull my 150 range units back and I get the first shot again with my full line. By that point, I mean, in the time they'd be able to get into range of these two good units, you can wipe out with their stats half, if not more, of a regiment. You know, I've done that before, where I have taken out a full regiment before they could cross the 25, I think it's meters or yards, feet, I don't know, probably meters, before they got into range of my troops. So yeah, there's my Shogunate Guard cav. There was a little problem here where he was bringing over his Infantry de Marine and I wanted to kill this cav unit. So I am going to take this Imperial Guard cav over here, and I tried to get a charge into the rear of these guys, but over here this cav fight's going to go on. My Shogunate Guard cavalry is going to win this. Almost, I mean, I'm going to take some losses, but in the end my men are going to win because they are a better unit. So here it looked like it was going to go well, and his men are reshuffling, and I'm getting off of volley. You can see the artillery shells coming in right there. Although these men line up so quickly and fire, they about decimate this unit right there. Although I do kill quite a ton of them in the charge, like 50, but my unit's gonna go down. But that makes this good unit of his even, you know, less applicable to this battle because my men outrange his, and my Imperial Infantry will do better than these Black Bears. This unit's upgraded okay, but the rest of these guys wouldn't stand a chance, and I saw these units, so I put my veteran Imperial Infantry over there just in case. And over here, my cavalry actually got the charge off on his in the woods, but the artillery is going to make that no longer, you know, not possible to win. He killed some of my men coming across the field. So his artillery's still firing right now. He's actually shooting at my general. And that's pretty much that for the moment. But yeah, you can see both cav units pretty hurt there. His is actually going to pull away from that though. So at this point I think that is the last of my cavalry. And he's still got this unit and one over here. Now, I was not worried about losing my cavalry because, one, he was wasting artillery ammo on them, and technically it's not wasting. My cavalry was powerful, and I could have beaten his cav with it, so he did do damage with these guys. But also, my infantry, these Imperial Infantry, and especially my Marine units, they don't really rout under a Yari cav charge. I mean, if you do it right, they can, but I was pretty confident that I could see where his cavalry was going to come from, and if you have these units facing towards them, even if they don't fire, they're going to hold, plus with guard mode on, they will shoot even while in combat and beat the cavalry unit. You know, it wasn't much of a worry, and unless it was saber cavalry, which he does not have any, so right now it's just going to be a little bit of waiting. I'm going to fast forward. You can see his cavalry moving over on the right. He's trying to shoot my general, which is just fine with me. Put him in loose formation in the woods, and he's not going to go down, and Danny's just going to keep wasting ammo there. Now, it would not be wasting had he hit, but does not seem he will with the trees and all that there, plus the loose formation. It would have to be a really lucky hit. So you can see that going on. He has one cavalry unit back here. I saw this Knew he was probably lining up to go for the general, so I bring him closer. And here you can see these guys are turned around. These guys are turned around. And back here, these guys are turned around. If that cav comes anywhere over here, they're going to get lit up. And here that goes. He does not know my troops are turned around, so he's going to try to get a charge into the back of them. And there it goes. So yep, that's the end of that unit. Now his one cavalry advantage is this unit here. And I wasn't even worried if this got behind me, because my general can do a lot of damage to that with his gun, and my infantry will be able to shoot through his center so quickly that I just really wasn't worried about it at all. What I wanted is for these Armstrong guns to run out of ammo. So I don't know when that happens, when I test with this Shogatai, and yeah, here they go. I have these guys running around in loose formation just to see if he shoots at them, because he seemed to be shooting at anything he could see at this point, since my general obviously wasn't going down and the rest of my units were hidden. So I thought, you know, he could see that this unit could be a threat and would take some shots at it, but he doesn't. He does not do that. So these guys, I assumed at this point he was out of ammo. They only had 20 rounds, and he fired quite a bit at my general, at the cavalry on all flanks, and some at my infantry. It was shelling in the woods here. You can see the results of that. But I mean, this is not a lot of casualties for how much that kind of cost artillery should do. That's 104 kills, and yeah, that's decent, but for how much this 6 chevron artillery cost, I bring vanilla artillery usually, and when I do that, I always get 200 plus kills with them. That's a vanilla unit, so add a ton of Koku to this unit. So overall, it wasn't that effective. And look at the map. If this was like rice fields, I guess I would have had to attack under the Armstrong gunfire. But here, I just knew that, you know, yes, technically he has the artillery, and usually that means, since I don't, that I'd probably have to go and engage him, but I didn't. I just let him run out of artillery, and I now, although he has one more cav unit, have the bigger and better infantry force. So he is going to sadly shift right out of the way of my 150 range there. You can see the 2 units that have it larger field of fire, and this unit is going to open up the action first here. This is my United States Marines, and look at them. An artillery round killed some of them, and those guys are covered with blood right there. But yeah, there actually goes my Infanterie de Marine. These guys still can't fire even though they're in range, and there is line of sight. So I don't know. It seems like you have to get slightly closer than the actual range, but we will see the effects of this volley. And it looks like maybe there is a slight ridge there. I can't get down to completely eye level, but these guys are going to get mowed down. Look at how many of them went down in that shot. And over here I moved back my Marines just a little bit because he moved forward some. Want to bring him to my line. Over here I shuffled forward some Imperial infantry because he does have more units on this flank. And then after this volley, I am going to pull them back to the rest of my troops, that line, because I do see that they are kind of farther out there. And although I do take quite heavy losses in this unit, it's actually going to hold for quite a while. So now in the center, it's just a game. I mean, like, I could technically, these black bears are a deadly unit, and if they get the first shot and stuff, they will do very well against the Imperial infantry. The Imperial infantry, due to their rifles, I found out, or their type of gun, the stats are misleading. They actually do have better reload. So I still don't know if they're worth the cost, but they are a better unit than originally thought. So this unit's going to open fire again and go to town on these guys. Can see all the blood spraying up as these guys get absolutely mowed down. And look, the whole regiment's already reloaded, and in a second the whole thing's gonna fire again. I mean, it's just an incredible reload rate. It took slightly longer there because I did the suppression fire, But these guys already 207 kills. These guys are at 132. And yeah, this unit here has single-handedly wiped out 3 now. And that's an incredible fire rate. It, in 3 volleys, took out this unit in under 15 seconds. So yeah, my 2 Marine units are going to town. And then the rest of these guys are just here to play along. So this is when he does his cavalry charge. He does pick a good unit to do it on. Does get some kills in the charge. But at this point, his cavalry, they've lost their momentum and they're not going to do anything more as my men actually clean them off in melee, because Yaris are not that good from a frontal charge. And he was lucky, crazy lucky, that these men were reloading, or 1 volley would have destroyed that unit. So I bring my general over, and that's going to be the end of them as my general mows them down. And I even turn these guys just to be safe. And then over here, my United States Marines firing and shredding this unit, and this unit that took the grave casualties is actually surviving. They have survived this whole fight over here with quite a few more casualties, but they stayed in it, so good job to them. Rest of his men have routed. My Shogutai went in and cleaned up some of the people there. You can see the black bears being stabbed. But we will take a look at the statistics here. But yeah, good game to my friend Danny. You guys should know who he is, because he is planning to, or you guys will know who he is. Because, you know, being a friend, there was quite a bit of the trash talk stuff going on during the battle, and calling each other a noob. He didn't like my 150 range, but, you know, just the back and forth stuff, like, you have 150 range, then I'm like, you have 450 range artillery. Just, you know, none of us were really mad, we were just messing around. But he's planning on posting some stuff in the comments as a joke, so you guys will probably know who he is by those. And I'm not gonna ask you to do anything, although it would be funny if you either pick his side or my side. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, there's the stats. Not gonna read them. Okay, I will read them. I killed 1,047, lost 562. He killed 552, lost 1,050. And my 2 Marines up top, of course. Very good stats. Those are just deadly units. And then his units there. So his cavalry got most of its kills off of fighting my cav. And even then, that's still not a lot. None of them killed more than they lost. You know, it just wasn't really worried about them. His artillery still was one of his top 2 units. But I kind of just shredded through his lines, so they didn't really have any time to do anything. But otherwise, guys, thank you for watching that. Sorry about the absolute failure of an upload yesterday. That was just sad. And I should probably go play some more to get more footage for you all, because I have a few battles that I could show, but none of them are interesting. I mean, I got a few, you know, like, let's see. I'm not going to show it, but this one, it's a medium funds battle versus like a 3-star, and there really wasn't any fight in the battle, and it's not his fault. I mean, the one thing that is still I don't like about this game is that you have to earn the units, and that means that when a 3-star fights someone like me who can bring these 150 range units, I lost 5 men and killed like 1,300. I killed his whole army without taking almost any losses at all, and it just wasn't fair. So, you know, there's no point in showing that kind of stuff. I just wish they did not have, I guess veterans are okay, but at least give everyone the same units at first. Like in the older games. Just go back to classic battles. I don't know why we need all this. That's just me, though. Someone's gonna disagree, and they have a right to that. That's my opinion, and you have yours. But I will see you guys next time, and thank you for watching. Okay there, guys. If you liked that video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and click that subscribe button for more. Also provided is a link to my Facebook and Twitter accounts so that you guys can go and check that out. And in the bottom left, we have a link to the last video in this series so that you guys can go and check that out if you haven't already. And on the right is a link to my other channel, Robin Hood FPS, which features all of my first-person shooter gameplay. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, go check out that channel, and thank you for watching.